Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Chev. Welcome to the channel and the 6th episode of the Subaru Rebuild series. So last episode I got the heads off and those have been sent to the machine shop to get resurfaced. So while we're waiting, there's a few things I can do to the short block. In one of the previous episodes I was talking about how this transmission to engine bolt hole here, it had a helicoil in it. I thought it might be okay. I chased the threads with a tap, but the bolt ended up pulling out as it was on the engine stand. So that's something I have to take care of. And the way I'm going to do that is not a helicoil, but it is a Time-Sert. So if you've never heard of a Time-Sert, these are little metal inserts here. And they have like this little lip that holds everything in place. And there's a specific procedure to put these in. So first you got to drill out the hole with this drill bit here, and next we're gonna tap it out with a tap, which those threads match the threads on this insert. And then there's also the countersinking tool, and that's gonna give a spot for that little lip to sit on. So after you get all that done, there's this insertion tool here. And what that's going to do is actually flare this out a little bit so it really just wedges itself inside that hole. So yeah, I'm going to be hopefully successfully getting that done, and that should be fun. And a couple other things I got to do is I got to clean up all these mating surfaces. As you can see, they're all corroded and not looking too good. So what I'm going to be using is this right angle die grinder, and then I have these different surface conditioning pads. So to get the major stuff off, I'm probably going to use this purple one here, and I will try out this rubber one too. I'm not too sure what that's going to do. And the final step is going to be this Scotch-Brite type pad here. So none of these are going to take material off, so that's the goal here. You don't want to gouge into the existing metal. So yeah, not only do I have this surface, I got to clean up all this head gasket surface too. So it's super important that you get that as clean as possible so you don't have any issues with leaking. So yeah, that is enough talking. Let's just get right into it. First, I'm going to be removing this flywheel, hopefully make things a little easier to work around. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, let's get started on this Time-Sert. So this one's going to be a little bit different because the threads don't start until like a ½ inch inside this hole. So I'm not going to be able to use this counter boring tool because it's not going to fit in this hole. So that's not going to work. So what I have to do is drill out up to the threads, whatever this size is here. So this counterbore tool is about 0.263, which is 16 millimeters. So I'm going to use this 5/8 inch drill here so I can counterbore up until those threads. So what I'm going to do first is mark the drill so I don't drill in too far. Alright, so we're at the last step here, and if you look inside the hole, you can see the freshly cut threads, and if you look closely, you can see a little ridge at the top of the hole. That's where the insert is going to seat. So yeah, let me go ahead and just show you the insertion tool. So what I do is I'm just going to put the insert on there, just a couple threads, like in this diagram here. And then I'm going to take that whole unit and just thread the whole thing in the hole. And that's going to expand that insert and lock it in. And then it'll be a permanent fix. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, the Time-Sert is in for a permanent fix. These threads should be even stronger than the originals. Let's go ahead and try out a bolt. Screws in, no problems at all. Alright, now that that problem's fixed, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning this surface up. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get this engine put back onto the engine stand. I put it up on the bench here to make it easier to install that Time-Sert. So once I get this back on the engine stand, I'm going to start tearing into the intake manifold and seeing what we got there. Okay, so let's talk about these TGV housings for a minute. So my plan was to use these STI housings and use the STI fuel system because I thought, you know, bigger injectors better for my setup. But two things that I've just found out recently, these connectors do not fit on the WRX engine harness, so I would have to figure out what's going on with that. And then another thing that I researched is this is where the injector sits. This is what's considered a side mount injector. And then this is off the WRX here, and this is considered a top mount injector. So from what I saw online is there's more options for injectors for the top mounts. So I may end up keeping these and doing the TGV delete on these instead of doing these ones that I already started. So yeah, just real quick what the delete entails. You have to remove all of these black sensors, and then you can also remove all these butterflies in here. And then there's also this rib that goes all the way through the intake hole that you cut right out of there. So yeah, it's no big deal. This is how the Japanese ones came. So yeah, I might be doing that on the WRX ones and scrapping the whole STI plan. So if you guys have any input on that, just leave it in the comments, or if somebody knows better than I do, yeah, just please let me know. But otherwise, everything went pretty well. I got everything apart. Glad I got it all on video because there was quite a few things there. So yeah, one more thing before I go, I got to show you what I just picked up from the machine shop. Alright, check out these bad boys. So I literally just picked these up from the machine shop and they are looking fresh. We got the newly resurfaced heads here. And so what they did is they resurfaced them, magnafluxed them, which means they check for cracks, and then they put it through their parts washer, their industrial parts washer, which gets everything super clean. So you can see how clean everything is. Check out the head, looking great. And then these valve covers look awesome too. So yeah, I'm super happy with that. The total bill on all this was $200, so I thought that was pretty reasonable. So yeah, hopefully we're done tearing stuff apart. I'm sick of tearing stuff apart because that just creates more parts that I gotta figure out where they go. So yeah, next episode we're gonna be doing some building. I got about $600 worth of parts coming from Rock Auto. Some of it's here already. Some of it's gonna be here like tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, getting ready to put this engine back together. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you could, give it a like. And yeah, we will catch you guys later. Thanks.